Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for how the content was streamed. We still hope that you can have a great experience as we are always looking, learning, and improving our ways of streaming and providing a great production. We apologize, but we hope you enjoy the show. What's up? Shout out to my man, FYPE, Geronimo. Check out all social media platforms. Go to YouTube. Pull them up. That's what we do.
I'm liking this. Yeah, well today, but I'm liking how it's sounding.
This is what we do. Uncut Live.
Y'all better get us your music.
We will feature you on the set. We will get your audience, get your viewers up.
I would say he reminds me of the guy, You Must Be My Soul Sister, with the dreads, is it Duda? What is it? Kind of like that Raheem flow too. I think it's hot.
Alright, y'all know who it is. The host that knows the most. It is your boy, Kenneth Clark. Welcome to another edition of Uncut Live Productions with Kenneth Clark. Y'all know the motto.
Here we go.
We are about mind, body, soul, spirit, faith, politics, social issues, community. Nothing is off the table. What you see, what you hear is how the cards lay. As I always say, we keep it 100 or 1,000.
At any moment.
And I'm excited about today. We have the Uncut Live Productions with Kenneth Clark has one of the most fantastic co-hosts there is.
Is he talking about us?
Yes.
Oh my God. What's up, you guys? You know it's your girl Stubbs from The Stubbs Show, here with my boy Kenneth, going from 100 to 1,000, with my boy Ramsey on the side, ready to get it super amped up. So we on 100,000. What was
100 million, thousand, trillion.
Oh, good God Almighty! Can't find no number after that. I'm glad to be in the building.
It's your boy Ramsey Brown, of course, here with Stubbs and Kenneth Clark Uncut. Yes, one half of Bars on Air. That's right, shout out AJ Throwback, always. One half of also, I won't say half, but also Team Dog.
Dolls?
Yes, indeed. We in the house, we in the building. We about to get real serious just for you all.
And I want to give one more shout out to the folks out in Baltimore, Maryland, holding it down. The We Are Us movement. I'm trying to tell y'all, those brothers are doing such a fine work in the community.
Okay.
Y'all need to go to weareus.org. Check them out. I mean, these brothers are in the community. They are providing assistance to people. So it doesn't matter if you need drug rehabilitation. It doesn't matter if you just need a job. If you need placement in a hotel. It does not matter what your issue, what your circumstance is. Literally, these brothers will like literally, once you get in contact with them and get in touch with them, like literally your life will be changed. Not only do they just help you get a job, but they're like a support system
to make sure
that you succeed.
Yeah, okay.
That you succeed. Fox News and all the other news outlets, they're not telling you about this
That's
grand
fake news.
you're not telling you about these brothers that are literally in the trenches. So shout out to the We Are Us movement. I love those.
Yeah.
I love those brothers. I can't. Dr. Hall, Kevin Daniels, all the whole Dr. Hart, all the fine conglomerate of the people, of the men, kings.
That's what we call
taking charge. They taking charge. We know what the negative side of media likes to keep showing you about crime and Baltimore. They don't care. They don't care about their city.
Falling all apart. Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, I've been out there with them brothers and I've seen it. I'm trying to tell you, it's like a love, it's like a purity, a brotherhood, like literally. And I don't really say that about too much. Right. About movement.
You don't sling it lightly.
Maybe we need to go out there and check them out, like bring them live on the show.
Shout out to you. I got mad love for you, Sonny.
Yes, Sonny Baltimore.
Sonny Baltimore.
Shout out to him. We're gonna have him in here with us in the studio.
Hey.
Maybe next week. Maybe this week coming up I can get him in here. Sonny, yeah, do that.
So I just had to shout them out, y'all, because sometimes in the midst of chaos, we've got to look at the good stuff, the stuff that is going good.
Give everybody them roses, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Why they here?
Gotta get the roses, man. Let them know that you love and respect them. That's what it is about.
Right now, why they here?
Yeah, not only just because, definitely because they're here, but everybody needs to know that they're important and that they are making a difference.
Ooh, I'm expecting some roses next week from these fellas.
Right. I know that's right.
Had to throw that out there. Ooh, Stuff's gonna get some roses next week.
Indeed.
No, I'm just throwing that out there. We gonna see. Hold them to that, y'all. But yeah, let's wind me back in, okay? Let me get back. Okay, let me get myself back on in here. All right, it's Friday. I don't know. Okay.
So today's topic, we're gonna talk about why the black dollar is disrespected, or better yet, we're gonna talk about why. Yeah, she. Yeah. Okay. Don't start.
Sounding like it's hot. I know that's right.
Don't start nothing. Don't start nothing.
Let's talk about that money.
Money. So I'm gonna go first on this one.
I would say, why don't you let her tell with the really spark this, because we was all heated when we saw.
Yeah, I was ready to put some work in. I was right about to call my my homies up.
Let's go in there and just handle it.
About let homeboy know though. You got to go.
Get it together. So what happened was I went into a 7-Eleven because you guys know I love coffee, and COVID is going on. So in this particular 7-Eleven at 14th and Columbia Road in Northeast Washington, D.C., put it on out there, the manager in there, you have to buy your cup first and then get it. So they pour the coffee for you. So while I was in line, there was a lady in front of me, which I frequent this 7-Eleven often with a friend of mine. And there was this lady in front of me, and she's buying up all this stuff. And I noticed at the end, when it came time to get her bags, he didn't charge her. But he normally charges me or my friend who are black, and she was Indian or of Spanish culture or race, and he didn't charge her for it. He just gave it to her. So I asked him and questioned him. I'm like, so you're not going to charge her for the bags? That's none of your business. You need to mind your business. That's none of your business. So as he was ringing me up, I saw the receipt right there and I grabbed it because I'm like, okay, let me see, did he charge her? Am I wrong? He didn't charge her. So I was like, I come in here all the time and you charge me for these bags. But here it is. You didn't, I have the right to not charge her. You mind your business and you need to hurry up and get up out of here. I said, but that's not fair. You can get up out of here, you nigger, you a nigger. Whoa. So what I can say is, I did respond and say something to him afterwards, but the way he pulled out his phone to say nigger and record it and not care, I was just like, this is something he's used to doing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I posted it, other people had problems with this same guy who's a manager saying the nigger word. And my thing was I tagged 7-Eleven in it. They didn't respond. And a lot of people were saying, let's go march and protest. But see, my thing about marching and protesting is nothing like the dollar.
Yes, absolutely.
I said 14th and Columbia Road, which means he's right up there in the hood. Right across the street are shelters. There are youth programs. There are so many other things. And if we stop going in there, I guarantee you that franchise would be hit more than you arguing back and forth with him, putting up a sign of protest. You know, and why some of the people out there protesting, they sneaking and they buying something anyways.
Absolutely.
So my thing was, if every person when you're in that area rode past and said, I heard that you were calling black people niggers, you would never get $1 from me again, and left. 3 people a day did this for 30 to 90 days or more, and he keeps seeing this keep happening. We won't even have to ask him for an apology or 7-Eleven. He'll want to do it himself. But it's the numbers of coming in and removing the black dollar. And that's why we got to today. Do we even respect our own black dollar?
As you said, you gonna start this one.
I want to share an experience that I had with the 7-Eleven in Hillcrest Heights, Maryland. The Subway.
Mm-hmm. Not the 7-Eleven, the Subway.
The Subway.
Okay.
Yes. I went in there and I ordered a turkey sandwich and I asked the gentleman if he could put spinach. It was very simple. You know, I just wanted spinach, not lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that me asking for spinach was going to lead to him to take my sandwich, throw it down to the ground. He throw it down on the counter. He get mad, he get upset, you know, and was like, what the fuck, you know, like that. And I'm like, you know what? So I immediately, I'm like, ain't no protesting. I'm going to hurt
Right.
you. I'm going to hurt you more because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Yelp.com. I'm going to put my complaint there. Then I'm going to spread my experience and let others by word of mouth, let them know that I'm going to damage the reputation for that franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own Subway.
Yep. You took what I, yep.
I'm not going to keep going to a place that where they want my dollar, but they can't value me as a human being.
Mm-hmm. And can't stand your skin possibly.
Yeah.
Your skin color.
So if you want my service, no, brother, you gonna call me a nigga, you gonna be disrespectful to me. I'm gonna hurt you better. I'm gonna have to show you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to show you. I'm gonna take my money from you so that your business can be shut down. Period.
You said he said make our own Subway. Was it one of you guys that said in Chicago or a certain place, like when you don't treat them right, they burn your business down?
Yeah, they used to do that. They used to do that. Oh, yeah, they used to do that.
Well, they burn your business down. What is your response to, you know, respecting the black dollar?
Well, my whole thing is this. First of all, if you're not hiring anybody to look like me, I ain't going in there. I stopped going to Chinese carryouts, especially yes. Listen, I got a long history. Anybody who know me, I'm not going in there. I'm not buying it. I'm not. Nope. You're not.
Not even the chicken wings.
No chicken. Absolutely
Mumbo
not.
sauce.
Nope. How they say? I go to Wegmans and give me a different version style of mumbo sauce that they selling somebody in the capital city done made. Yeah, no, I ain't doing that.
Like that.
So, indeed, stop spending your money. I'm definitely not gonna no protest. Protest ain't doing nothing. I'm not gonna stand outside your store. I'm just not gonna go in your store. You ain't gonna get $1. You're not gonna get any advertisement. I'm not sending nobody down the way, none of that. And like my brother said here, I'm all about, you got a Subway or 7-Eleven and we're not going, look, I'm about to make my own. I actually was a 7-Eleven one-stop shop. So I know this personally. So I gave back to the community. I created a store and I cleaned the neighborhood. I swept the streets. I had giveaways for the kids. Whenever I had extra things, I gave it, like school supplies, anything. So that's what you do. That's how you empower your people and empower yourself through your people. And it's a symbiotic. It's a two-way street.
You know, one big thing that you said that I like was if you're not hiring and employing my people, why should I shop there?
Yeah, why?
Like, you know, if I'm not good enough to work here, or you know, you can't pay me to work in your, you know, and you're in my community, why should I shop here? Because I've never seen a black person really working at a curry out other than to clean the parking lot or to patrol the black people in the store, sort of like the welfare system. You know, it's not too many. It's more black people and minorities working there than other races because they put us to control and patrol one another.
That's the slave system. That's the patty roller. That's what the whole thing. Like, yeah, here, massa, I'm just gonna be here, and what you gonna give me some scraps? You want me to help with the disassociation of everybody? I'm gonna be the house Negro. I take out
For some extra dollars.
yeah, give me a little bit extra. Just, you know, I don't care if you spit on it or the crumb fall off your mouth. You decide, hey, get that to him. Nah, I ain't about that life. Nah,
Yeah,
I ain't. Nah.
Just give you the money, and that, you know, respecting the black dollar. Who's the people you just
We gotta respect our own. First of all, we do gotta respect our own dollar, and how we respect our own dollar again is stop spending it where they don't care about you.
We lined up for. I seen they got mad at Boosie for saying something about the people were lined up. I think outside of, and this was recently. He always saying something with his mouth. They were lined outside of Louis Vuitton or Gucci or something. He was saying they don't even like you, and you
talking
stay.
about T.I.?
No, Boosie was saying something. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he was like, you standing outside to pay $3,000, $4,000, but your folks asked you to pay $25 for a shirt, and you don't even want to give it. But you want to go in the club with your own people to show off this somebody else clothing, and you won't pay the $3, but you pay the $300 for MCM, but you won't pay for this for your own folks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lady put out a book where she traveled miles to make sure that for a year her and her family only use black owned products, and she said she had to go really go out her way. But we also don't produce enough for ourselves. Like you said, make your own Subway, you know, then maybe we'll respect our dollar a lot more.
Yeah, because when you invest, I just know that is something, even as naturally as I mentor young men, you know, just you mentor kids. You know, like I told you, when you make a personal investment, you have more value, you have more respect, you treat it because you own it. You get what I'm saying? You know what it took to sacrifice to make that investment. And so we have got to invest.
Absolutely.
We have got to physically invest by our money, creating our own strategy. You know, my homeboy from Paul TV, he even said this with this COVID, this pandemic. You should not be coming out of this pandemic into 2021 with nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going to, I got to go here for a second, because it's not that we don't have time. Time is not your issue.
Right.
It's discipline.
And you had extra money.
Yeah. Well, we're not even that, because it's not Hispanic.
You don't know, if I give you $1 million, if you ain't disciplined, you gonna squander it.
You're gonna
anyway.
squander
I
it
guess
because you
you
don't
gotta
have
start
nothing.
Gucci and Louis.
Yeah, because you don't have
You
nothing.
gonna buy more expensive things. That's all.
Yeah.
It ain't yours. You're not gonna promote. Man, look. I have been there, done that.
But that, I mean, go ahead, because I was going to add in, maybe we don't even respect it because we don't make it.
But the deal is that we have got to have a foundation.
Right.
Foundation.
Absolutely.
And that's the real deal. Sometimes we don't respect stuff because we don't have a foundation. When you don't have a foundation, you don't have a concept, you don't have a construct that you can build and move forward. So you don't have a foundation. So if you don't understand the culture, if you don't understand structure, if you don't understand blueprints, then you just go through life just
You
whatever.
meander. We said you meander through life. That's it.
You go. So this, I got to go back here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
The 2021, right? If you come into 2021 with the thinking of 2020, you didn't advance. You didn't grow. I cannot emphasize this enough. You must come out of this 2020 season with something.
Mm-hmm.
Get a pencil. Get a tablet. A pack of pencils ain't gonna cost you but $1.29.
Use your phone if you almost want to go to your notes section.
Get a tablet that won't cost you but $1.29. Open that thing up. You might have 1,000 goals, but chop those 1,000 goals into 2 workable steps.
Yeah, it's about the whole thing is a renewal of thought. If you're not
mindset.
Yes, if you're not changing, and I don't like to use the word change, not because I don't believe in it, but it's a negative connotation. Evolution, revolution, all these things consist of change because it's something being different. Transformation. They use transformation. If you don't want to say evolution or change, transformation. Transformation in your brain.
And it should always be of growth.
Yes.
Because that's what transformation is. If you look at things that evolve, they usually evolve into something greater, something bigger, something better. They don't.
The caterpillar and the butterfly are not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Not once they go into that cocoon.
That's the point.
That's
And
the thing.
this what COVID is. COVID is cocoon.
The cocoon. But see, the thing that goes back to respecting the black dollar and valuing of money is we don't
value yourself.
Okay.
The heck with the money.
Okay, that's a good thing.
The hell with the money, you don't even respect yourself.
Right, but we don't have enough outlets where we're producing and giving the money for the person, meaning we're employing enough, Okay. So I think that there's no respect for it because, okay, the stimulus checks were good and the extra unemployment money and all those things were good, but they came from a place of sometimes laziness, getting up and working for somebody else or working for the good government and in all these places, and you getting this money coming in and you're not doing any work. You don't value what you get, like as if you're a business owner. For me, that $1 means a lot to me versus if I got up and did 8 hours and made $120 in somebody's job. That money does not mean as much to me as this money because I worked hard for it. And I think that we're not working hard enough for our dollar and thinking it, like you said, changing the mindset to bring in these businesses inside of our own communities to provide for ourselves and for the generations to come, so then our children learn how to respect the dollar, keep the dollar in our community, and understand the value of money. Right now, everybody get money and they just do anything with it.
You said the most important thing: employ.
Yeah, employing our people.
Employing your people.
We're providing the money for the people.
Yes, it's not. But see, employment is not just providing the money, because people might take providing as a gift or giving. No, it's an exchange.
Okay, we talked about that.
Yes, and I'm not a big promoter of exchanging your time for dollars, but I am definitely a promoter of exchanging your value for value, and the product behind that, it would be, you can measure in a dollar percentage, but it's about what value do I bring to you, what exchange do we have with our relationships.
And it's the mindset, and tools.
Right, that's right, exactly. And that's what produces the money. That's the byproduct of us working with each other and providing employment and giving people opportunity. And again, building, as you said, about the foundation. Without that, again, you could dump. You could stimulus checks. They could have gave people $12,000 in stimulus, and they would have did the same thing.
Yeah.
They would have done the same
But I
thing.
haven't did the same damn
Yeah,
thing.
because y'all have a foundation.
No foundation, no plan, no
foundation.
nothing.
Some of them did do the same damn thing.
That's the point. That's the
and
point.
they're actually looking for more money to come in that they're not going to value or
Anyway,
respect.
right.
So it's going to just be like water going through your hands, or like eating. What they say when they say you're trying to eat soup through a fork. You're just trying to get through to get it in your mouth, and you just can't. But I think we have to start valuing our money more because there's power in it. When it comes to like they're promoting and saying people are doing Christmas shopping and Black Friday and
So you about to open a whole
Cyber
nother-
Monday.
You open these cans.
And we're gonna goddamn it get the can open and screw this shit open today, because you go in these lines, you fight. They show us all on the news, and they put all out these advertisements and make us feel like our kids need a whole room of gifts for this one day that they don't even value or care about afterwards, or they don't even damn near play with. You break your bank account and you have nothing to go into the next year or to show, because you take your money and you spend it on foolish things. And they put all this advertisement out there to fool us. It's all, like you said, in your mindset. So some of you guys need to think about, hey, let me cut down on going to get this big TV that's on sale, because we don't need to be watching too much TV anyways. Let me not go buy this how much is the PS4 about to come out for? $6, $3, whatever it is.
What is it, $5?
It's like $600-$700. Don't use that, and come up with a plan, like you said, and a strategy for your new year.
Go start a business.
Support a business.
Support and start. How much it costs to do the paperwork to start a paper?
At least $300.
Right, but listen, $300 to start a business, or $600 to buy
A PlayStation.
A PlayStation.
Your kid might get killed though.
The value gonna drop the instant you buy it, but you start a business.
Or a liability.
Yes, it's a massive liability. Or you can just create a company for half the price, and then you can make 100 times more.
And to buy 3 or 4 of those daggone
If that's what you want to do after you decided to create your business.
I just think it's
and don't fall for the reason why we're so materialistic is because of the social engineering.
Of course, absolutely.
The market, literally. That's why everything that I have, from the clothes and stuff that I have, I don't go to these Black Fridays, these things, because one, it's a waste of my time, because I'm not about to get in a line, get my head knocked off, get an injury bill. I don't have time for that. If we're gonna think smart, let's get the sales when they're trying to get rid of the Black Friday, as opposed to when Black Friday is going on. When the store's trying to get rid of this stuff.
I'm gonna give you 3 names: Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you 4: Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg.
I was just about to say something about him.
And what's Tesla? Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Yep.
Just those 4 names. That's more than 50% of the wealth of the whole country.
And not only that, it was all in their mindset.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Mark Zuckerberg, whatever, he's having a baby, or he just recently had a baby. So in this group, they posted for women to see what his baby shower looked like. It was the baby shower was just like coming over to your homie house, and we just bringing some gifts, and it was nothing like 1,000 there, a millionaire or a billionaire. You couldn't see it nowhere. So the question was, how would you feel about this, ladies, if your man had a lot of money? Well, I only seen a couple of people respond with, that's why he got a lot of money. It's in the thinking. They're not going out and spending all this money on a look for you. They're investing their money where it needs to be invested for the future of not them. But they're not even worried about the generation just under them.
No.
They're talking about generations to come.
Right.
So my thing is it's the Black mindset which messes up the disrespect for the Black dollar.
No, again, if you got a value, I'm gonna keep posting that. If you ain't value yourself, that's why they don't value you or your dollar, because you don't.
Yeah, you don't value. You don't.
What's an example of that? I don't know what you're talking about. Please explain it.
PS5 and not starting a business. That's hey. I'm gonna get on the video and dance and give us dance and shout, yeah, baby, I want this PS5. I think I deserve it.
You don't think they honor and respect me for going into Louis or Gucci and spending $3,000 on a pair of socks or shoes?
Spend
Come
it.
on, now you
Louis
really
ain't
don't
think
think
about you.
No, they think about you.
What do they think?
How they say, I want the nigga dollar too. I don't want all the dollars. I want the nigga dollar too, because the nigga dollar is very powerful. It's one of the biggest blocks of spending across the world. The African American dollar is bigger than whole countries' economies.
How long they say the black dollar?
6 hours.
I thought it was 6 minutes. God, thank God.
No, 6 hours is because they at least got to get home, buy some food, eat, get fat, go to the bathroom, and then that takes more than 6 minutes.
And within those 6 hours, some of that went to the carryout.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Walmart,
Yeah,
the Exxon gas station. Dang, do we own any gas stations?
don't get me the line because we might, but I doubt.
I think
it's
I do.
only a
I
few.
came across one before.
See, I don't because I don't want to misquote and somebody who does own one be like, nah, Slim, I own. No, I can't say.
Shoot, shout us out so we can shout you out. Come in the DM and let us know who you are, because we need to know to shout you out, because we need to stop thinking that the biggest way for our children to survive, or the next big thing, is a rapper, a basketball player, a football player, or a video vixen, because some people pushing their daughters to do that, twerking and doing this, or looking like a fool on social media. What happened to, forget a doctor, what about owning your own bank, being a banker, being a broker, going for tennis, for baseball, putting your children in something different, because in baseball, if you sign up as a black child to go in, the scholarships are going to come, tennis, they're going to come. They're going to, because we aren't signing up for these type of things. We're just going for
No, but I mean, even
anything that's on social media that looks popular.
Even what's the dude wrote to me, and then his name from Power, the light skinned dude who
I don't
played
even
Drake.
watch it.
I don't watch those.
No,
really
only reason I'm
watch
bringing
TV.
him up is because it was one of my peoples sent me a video, and he was explaining how he didn't spend not $1 from his money, from his payment, from doing Power.
On what?
Or anything. He said he kept every last cent from Power.
J. Cole is doing stuff like that now too, where
He said because he said he
rich.
wanted the thing was he wanted to show that I can make money, or that there are other ways to produce money and actually live other than just like people bank their whole stock on football.
Yeah.
So when they get their football check, it ain't like, oh, I'm gonna get this football check because I'm about to go start a business. I'm big on start a business, so and you gonna always hear start a business, create a business come out of my mouth. So they're not logistically building. They're not building. They're not having anything. They're not building wealth. They're not having anything to pass down to their children. So it's like I play football. Well, what my son gonna do? Hopefully he gonna play football. Hopefully his son gonna play football. So all you're doing is passing down a generation of
hopes.
Yeah, and you're not giving anything else. You're not building any wealth. You're not owning anything.
I mean, look at the triple. What is it? The AAU or these
No,
basketball
and again,
things too. People invest in that before they even get
right.
to that level.
I'm not anti-sport for anybody who plays sports. All I'm saying is use it as a foundation to further something else other than.
And I want to say this too, to add to what y'all were just saying. Look, let's also tap into the other geniuses
Right.
that is within us as a people. Let's tap into the arts.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like to me that the only thing that we're pushing for nowadays is people to get involved with sports.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the music?
Oh no, we pushing they pushing that, but they're not giving
They're only
production.
doing trapness.
Yeah, that garbage. You know, it's garbage. It is.
I mean, I like the
I'm
beats
tired
and some
I love the beats, but I'm tired of
the words and the language.
The words. Again, I will always say this: we assimilate.
Right. Okay. Yeah,
We
understood.
assimilate. Now, I'm about to be very controversial because a lot of people was telling me, why did I not like the performance that happened last Saturday on SNL? Did y'all see that with Megan?
Oh, okay, I heard about it.
Did. And I know I had a lot of people say, "Oh, that's just her trademark."
What's
But if
her
you-
booty thing?
No, it was the Savage.
Okay.
It was in, they had a little clip of Malcolm X, and I'm like,
How did that go together?
it was. I'm like, okay, but you still, we have embraced. That's why I say it all the time. We accommodate dehumanization too much.
Of course.
We accommodate
yes.
our oppression too much.
Yes.
We accommodate. I'm tired
Perfect
of
word. Accommodation.
We accommodate. I'm tired of the accommodation.
Right.
And it's it's Savage. That's her trademark. That's who that. But I'm not. That's not how I'm mentoring my young men when I'm in the school. You literally have 6, 7 graders. They can't conjugate a verb, but they know Savage.
And they all on TikTok doing the whole dance, gyrating and all.
You don't know. You can't conjugate a verb. You don't know the vowels. You don't know your timetables, but you know all the words. I'm a savage.
Because to them that's going to equate to some type of money. They can be. I mean, it sounds real crazy, but in their mind, because I did a lot of mentoring, and I it sounds crazy to say something. I dissected the brains of these of the youth. And,
like a frog.
Yes, indeed, and the value in rote stuff that is taught in school. I mean, I understand, but the rote things I haven't got a job where they're asking me anything about history. They're not. I don't need to really know how to spell. I just got to know the color. Like cash registers are color coded. They got pictures and that's it.
Oh no.
They're so into also this. It's not really urban, but is it shorthanded or something where they
emojis and LM all the rest of that short
acronyms, all this other new this.
Again, it's like I and that what they're saying is, which I understand and I agree, is like, what is the translation of how am I going to be economically stable with the rote stuff that's in the schools? I'm big on education. I'm humongous on education. Hence, and I'm big on start business. But you can't if you don't have anything to offer, if you don't have any value. And again, it's about building. Everything's about building. It's about, again, evolution, trans, all that whole good, all that stuff. And unfortunately, the monetary system is just set up. I mean.
So if we brought back our own blocks, we can build our own schools.
Right.
And those are good investments into our money. And let me tell you, I'm far from a racist, and I'm into, people coming together, but I do believe when it comes to certain things, we do need to be separated.
You have to be.
Inclusion.
Because of our black men don't have the same struggles as a white or Indian or Hispanic man, but then the Hispanics do face some of the things that the black, but I just feel like right now and in this day and this time, we have to invest in, if that's homeschooling at Johnny's big house down the street, and we have to buy a certain amount of books, and we have to pay Mary to leave.
That's called investing.
To
like
move
you said, investing
from
in
the
them,
Maryland public system to now working in the hood for
Right.
us. That's how we have to start taking our dollar
Right.
to invest in these type of things, because what's happening is everything is coming together to dumb down not just us and what we see, but our children and the children under that. If you don't pay attention, if we don't start creating our own cartoons and action figures, I'm not gonna say it because I know this is gonna just get too controversial.
It's uncut. What you talking about?
The promotion of just breaking down our men to become so feminine. through
Absolutely.
cartoon,
emasculation.
through cartoon, even some of these commercial breaks, and like that AIDS one. If you have AIDS and if you see everybody is just the same sex together, and I'm like, well, hold on, people of of different sex have AIDS too. But if we don't find a way to build,
It's called controlling the narrative.
and we don't do that, we're going to be
propaganda.
lost. We're going to be be done.
The deal is this. I'll say it and I'll keep saying it. Nobody can handle the issues but us.
Right. No,
But we
absolutely.
don't want to face up to handle them. We keep pointing it at the government didn't do this.
We blame, right. Instead of
2,000,
taking the responsibility.
2,000, 5,000 years ago, they did this to our ancestors. Some of this stuff we got to just put to we got to put it to the side right now and focus on what's going on.
Now what? That's right.
So we can move forward, because
Yep.
it's almost like you going to your child, and every time or somebody coming to you and they keep throwing in your face, well, you did this to me 20 years ago.
Yeah.
As
You
I
did this
said,
to me 200
as
years
I
ago.
said in the last previous episodes, we all have opinions, right?
Yeah. And you got buttholes too.
Right?
I know.
And then also, what we got to get out of this mindset where, oh, that's an elephant.
Right.
That's the elephant.
right.
So what?
Right.
We know it's an elephant.
Right.
What are we gonna do about it?
Right.
What we gonna do about it? Okay, it's an elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody
What
keeps
we
squeezing
gonna
up
do?
against the wall to
Yeah.
make room for the elephant to
Yep.
keep growing.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah,
But-
it's like, come on.
but-
Okay, now
I'm
that
a-
we know it's an elephant.
I'm gonna break down the psychological thing too, though. We talk about other races or whatever like that. Chinese people can identify with their people from China.
Mm-hmm.
Italian people can connect with their people in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're Nigerian, you can still connect with your people in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Mexicans can deal with their people in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Who do the African American? Who do they identify with?
Anybody they just want to jump on with.
You see what I'm saying? It's identity crisis, and also it's when you do get money. Like I know a lot of Jamaicans, even though I keep telling people Jamaica is still America. Like America don't own. Like we say we are Americans, and
Black
we
is black for me.
right. I'm just saying we say we're Americans, and we just say we own North and South America. Like they aren't considered America. They're considered whatever country. Well, the point I'm saying is Jamaica. People from Jamaica, they make money. Then they ship the dollars home because America is the world currency. So they get to actually flourish
Mm-hmm.
because American dollars worth so much more money. They can actually pool and ship their money and actually build things outside of they be like, oh yeah, I'm working hard here, but I just shipped $10,000 to Mexico. I just bought me a villa. We got land. We growing crops and all the rest of that.
Yeah, and that's just not just in Jamaica, but Mexico and other places. Did you say that? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. It's me. Look,
Yeah,
I was having to talk to somebody behind the scene also. Don't be doing to me like that. I'm back.
I was just saying,
I'm back.
Mhm.
I'm back. But we send our money over to the prison folks in prison. Now I threw that out there.
I'm not gonna start on that.
Okay, well then we not then.
No,
Okay, I'm
'cause-
pulling myself back in.
No, prison people. The prison industry is a whole total industry.
So you're saying it is an investment?
It's not necessarily an
It
investment.
is. I know some people invest in it.
No. I mean, it's the prison system's on the stock market. That's illegal, but they do it anyway. But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, we'll have another episode.
Yeah, we have for that one.
We have another episode because on the next episode we're gonna call out some politicians that I'm ready to just go hammer in.
Yeah, we got
Because
to.
I'm tired of these. Excuse my language. I'm tired of these Negropeans.
Yes. Yes,
These
indeed.
Negropeans that act like because they have gotten a position in political office that they belittle, they look down, and they treat constituents as if that they are nothing. Let me get your vote, and then hasta la vista.
Well, I'm always what's the word I want to look for? my point of view of that one is once people get in political office, I keep stressing is if you're not putting no dollars behind anything they doing, then all they want is your vote. Cause to them, you ain't gonna hold me accountable, but you gonna help me get this all this
I
slack
let
big
folks
policy.
know, off bucks know. Listen, if the only time I tell law, and I tell other constituents, if the only time that you see these daggone people that come canvass on your door is election time,
And no, ever see them again.
and then never see them again,
But then let's go back to the power of the dollar.
No, but that's the point.
Because that's what I'm saying. So
That's
if we had the money to put up to support the people in our communities that want to run, we would win and be able to change things right within our community. But
we don't see the importance of funding anybody. That's what the point, the value
because
system.
you know what? A few years ago, I would look at it as though I'm not giving them my money to do this or do that, but they need that financial backing to be able to win over their other.
Why you think big business are massively supporting all these politicians so they can control their actions? Like, look, I'm gonna give you this 100,000, and when I call you to write this policy, you gonna do it
Because I helped you get into
because
position.
I paid for this.
It's like when we talk about getting together under one thing, and somebody moves with it.
Right. I want to do a quick shout out real quick. Shout out to the FTP movement. My man JoJo. FTP movement. They actually, I'm part of the movement, but the president JoJo. It's a movement where we take all the proceeds. We have accessories for the people, by the people. That's one of the shirts, and then one of the other shirts says "Chase God, not religion." And we donate all the proceeds to the community. So we're doing on over 100 brand new coats.
Okay.
To be able to give to people that are homeless through the region in DC.
Okay.
We're going to be going to some of the parks. We're going to be going to some of the homeless encampments because we decided we made it up in our mind that we're not waiting for some fairy angel.
Right.
We're not waiting on
We
government.
do it ourselves.
We're not waiting on a politician to say, "Oh, come vote for me," and I'll no. Because we realize that the power is in the people.
Right.
The power is in the people. And I also want to put this on the record too. I want to shout out all of the food drives. I don't know if y'all paid attention. Have paid attention. I'm not talking about necessarily from the food bank distribution, but I have noticed within the pandemic of COVID-19, I have seen where there has began to be multiple food drives where I have seen fresh produce, I've seen string beans, I've seen tomatoes, I've seen potatoes, I've seen chicken, I've seen literally drives holding it down during this pandemic.
Yeah.
That is literally the power. Seems like some are awakening and realizing that the power is in the people.
Some of those actually had local farmers that they allowed to be able to come and sell fresh produce to now make $1, in their communities. So I've seen that also. Shout out to all those food banks because they're also providing lunch for some of these kids who are at home who wouldn't have a meal unless they were in school. So that is
and
a good
free,
thing.
like literally, I've seen free, and I'm talking about stuff that's like fresh. I've seen like nice tomatoes. I'm talking about fresh tomatoes. I'm talking about like
they're giving out good stuff. Fresh chicken wings. Shout out. I want to shout out to Coach Smitty with Instant Results Basketball. Make sure you guys follow them on Instagram at Instant Results with an S Basketball. They're getting ready to give out turkeys and coats. So go and follow them, and they also do basketball training, especially in these low-income communities. And they bring in basketball players and actual coaches that have coached basketball players who are now celebrities in to work with these kids. So make sure you guys support them on. And I'm not saying you got to go and make a donation. I'm saying go follow them so you get a free turkey. He gets the, and I'm saying it because I mean, yeah, you need to make a donation, but the reason I'm saying it like that is because he's not one of those people where he's not going to move if you don't give for him. He goes out, he gets his sponsors, he has enough people backing him, and if you are in need, you follow and he gives. Nothing is stopping Coach Smitty from doing what he needs to do in the community. Instant basketball
I think
results.
I think
Instant
we
results
need to.
basketball.
I think we need to all start getting all these people that's doing things and start merging, like I was saying earlier, having so we can move in multiples. Like we can all have our own company. We might even have a 40, 50 different organizations this organizing these drives to help out the city. Like I mean,
Well,
shout out to my man Booby. He got helping us out with life. We got Silas Grant. We got Tony Lewis Jr. All of them. Angel with the Spice Week. All of them. You was talking about Ron Moulton.
Ron Moulton does a lot in the community.
You have Kimon Freeman.
We Act Radio.
We Act Radio. There's a lot of people that.
Fred Hill from Ward 8. He just put out the he's doing a lot in the community, Fred Hill.
And I also want to shout out Talking Drums Incorporated. They have been holding it down in the DMV, Mo Better as well.
Absolutely. New Renaissance, one more plates.
These are people.
Yeah.
Dawes doing her bully drive. Shanetta Malkia is doing stuff on Facebook. She's doing things with the bullying and suicide prevention. Who?
Guns Down Fridays.
Guns Down Friday. And it's another organization.
Shout out to the NFC Coalition, which is Not Fucking Around Coalition. If you happen to be having a problem or feeling threatened in your community, you can connect with these guys, and they're not fucking around. They're coming around. They an army of their own. I know y'all heard about them.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And shout out to I really want to give a shout out to the essential workers such as the grocery store clerks,
nurses,
the nurses, the doctors,
Amazon workers, delivery,
the Instacarters, the Uber drivers, all the food
Uber
deliveries.
Eats.
Oh yes,
because a lot of these
they put themselves at risk.
They're putting themselves at risk, and a lot of these essential workers are really not getting the actual what's called the PPE equipment, but they're still going out making sure. You go to the grocery store, you're seeing the truck drivers deliver the food. You're still seeing nurses. You're still seeing the doctors. You're still seeing them put themselves at jeopardy while they're sacrificing their family. So I always want to make sure that our essential workers
and the weed dealers,
and you know.
Well, shout out to them too, I guess.
Everybody gotta get their fix. I'm sorry.
I mean, the dealer, the hustler. Shout out to the hustlers that's out here making things happen. And I'm just saying, people who are out here surviving and making life work for them by all means necessary, because what you should have learned in 2020 is that this world can shut down on you at any moment, and if you depending on your money sitting in the bank, you got issues. You need to be aware.
Or that 9 to 5.
Or on that 9 to 5. You really should have learned, if you don't come out of 2020 and walk into 2021 with nothing else but a change mindset, your mindset should be on you and you. Because if you're not focusing on you first, this world can stop at any moment and your ass will be lost and out and don't have anything. So you got to put you first, folks, and worry about your dollar. And how you going to make it if everything's shut down? Because it seems to me every few years the government shuts down. This time the
Facts.
world shut down.
Facts.
So if your money is in a bank or like CJ said in a 9 to 5, you ain't got no money. They still running your money.
It's called asset
Because if
classes.
they shut down and shut this world down, you couldn't even get to your money. Because you ain't have a plan to have your money sitting somewhere else. So you better get better. That's what I'm going to end with on today. Remember, I'm on Instagram at the_Stubbs_show and on Facebook at The Stubbs Show. You can find me on Google. I'm Googleable. Just wanted to put that out there. I'm at Shadonna Stubbs on Google, and I'm the first. You can put G or not. You can put an S Stubbs. I'm the first 6 to 8 pages. As long as you spell my name right, I'm on there. I want to thank you guys for joining us. Get wise with your dollar. Get it out that bank and out that 9 to 5. You ain't smart like that.
One more time for Bars in the Air.
Yes, that's right. Ramsey Brown representing. First of all, we here with my brother, Kenneth Clark.
Uncut, of course.
Absolutely. Yes, I am definitely. I'm one half of Balls on Air with my brother AJ Throwback. I'm a arm of Doll. Please follow Life Coaching and all the rest of that. He knows. Yes, I know. She knows. Now what? Follow Doll, DAWL19. Follow Bars on Air. Balance Act Radio on YouTube. I'm PHAR110 on Instagram, or you can follow me at Pharaoh Brown on both Instagram and Facebook.
As well as stay plugged in with your boy, the host that knows the most here on Uncut Live Productions with your boy Kenneth Clark, where I always like to close out with this. Each one, reach one, each one, teach one, each one, help one, each one, love one, each one, love one. This world needs a lot of love. A lot of love, more humility, more humbleness. Continue to follow me on IG, which is Change Agent Now Forever. Just how it sounds, Change Agent Now Forever. On Instagram, follow me on Facebook, Kenneth Clark. You can also follow me on the iCampus Ministry page at Breath of Life, Come As You Are Ministry, where we are active in the community. We do daily routines around the region from Prince George's County all the way up to D.C. We feed the homeless, the 12 homeless encampment sites. So we go around PG County. We go around in the trenches, so we go out there for about 4 or 5 hours, and we literally canvass the area to make sure that a lot of our population, the overlooked, the stigmatized, the marginalized, that they too matter. Oftentimes we say a lot of stuff matter, but they go without their voices being heard in the wind. I also want to say this. Y'all stay tuned, because I am in the midst of working on something where I know that there was new legislation that was created for people that have been prisoners can vote. So shout out to that movement. But I'm going to create a movement to where that homeless people can be able to vote, because we're talking about. I'm going to talk heavy on this for a second, because I feel that everybody else is talking about the rights, but nobody takes the time to put enough emphasis on the homeless individuals being able to vote. If we're saying your vote matters and if every vote counts, then the homeless lives should count. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should run for political office. Just
don't put too much out there. Don't put too much out there. Keep it on and keep it on, and don't put too much out there.
I don't know.
Just tell them expect great things from you.
Expect great things from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I have to put that into the emphasis, and I want to say that homeless lives matter.
Yes, for sure.
Homeless lives matter. We don't say that enough. I'm going to make an effort on Uncut Live Productions with Kenneth Clark, with the hosts that know the most. It's your boy, and as I always say, you just got plugged in with Uncut Live with Kenneth Clark. Peace.
See you. Put that dollar up. Put that dollar. You hit it? All right.
I ain't washing